approaches and has a hit. Jack McGlynn! That is an absolute banger to draw this game level.
Ooh, hello. Get these links out of here. Right. Magnus, what's up? How we doing? Daniel, what's up? Let's go. All right. A little late night. No, we're a little late, but had to get the kid down. Feels good to be back. How's everybody's lineup building going? I haven't even looked yet, so we'll see how this goes. Balot, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah. We'll get rolling here. I'm going to post in, let's see. Posting that server inside, maybe. See if anyone has any questions. If you guys have any questions in the chat on MLS, I'll talk about any team, anything. Pockets, how we doing? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Alex, what's up? Let's go. We're back. Good to see you, man. Love it. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. Copy this tweet over. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's 3 a.m. I don't know how I'll line up my teams. Yeah. It's only 9:18 here, but I was debating. I want to go live tonight to, go through it because I'll be honest, I've been terrible. So, yeah, I definitely have to get better at the process or something because whenever we switched up, I've just been bad. Daniel, first question I have to ask every week, Semla or Andre? Boy, that is that's a doozy. Andre didn't practice today, so I believe it's going to be Oliver Semla. It's tough. The Blake situation, you just don't love. It's pretty brutal. As Blake holders, as we both are. Oh, man. Brutal. All right, so let's get rolling. All right, so might as well get to the lineup builder. And also, quick plug, obviously, if you're not in the Discord. So we're inside Discord. If you're looking for lineups, we have a solid amount of leagues. We're trying to get somebody for everybody. But if you would go to the MLS, so you go on this left side here. Where are we at? I'd hope I'm in the right one. So MLS, you'll see this is the link here. Oh, 11-18 down under. Can you get your lineup expectation for Houston? Absolutely. So if you click these messages here, it pops it out. So let's go here and open in full. All right, so we're looking for Houston, and it's a little. These are all updates, and then the rest were up here. So it is kind of a little wonky, but we're working on a different type of thing. So Houston, here we got here. I'll make it a little bigger for you. So the only real question marks is Herrera, of course. 65% for me. He started. I guess we can pull up Houston over here as well. He started. So one thing that's the U.S. Open Cup, not all teams are in it. So if you go to and the same link in the Discord, it's on my Twitter. If you look, I have how many minutes everyone played, which is probably pretty important. Because some people like Houston played 120 minutes and lost to a pretty beat up squad. But Franco Escobar is kind of the one that I don't think he'll play. He's questionable again. That was a bit of a surprise. Herrera played 45 minutes midweek as well, so I'm expecting him to start, maybe get to 60, but my expectations are 45 plus. Yeah, but if we go back here, everything else is pretty straightforward. Dorsey played the whole 120 though, so that's a little bit tricky, but he should be good after coming off that red card. Then you got the usual suspects, Kowalczyk, 55%, and Sebas Ferreira coming back, so interesting there. As far as he's played 19 minutes, then he was questionable but out, and then he played 10 minutes. So I don't know if he's ready to start, and with Kowalczyk playing the full 120 minutes, that's a little sketchy, but I think he'll still start, but a little bit of question marks there. Center backs are good there. Artur's there. Ibrahim should be fun. Bassi should be fun. Carrasquilla should be fun. So, yeah. Down under, baby. Yeah. So I want to. I'll bounce back and forth between lineup builder and then this is server probabilities. He has a sheet as well. Can you hear me now? Audio back? Hopefully. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I guess if I take myself off, it takes the audio off. So thanks for the heads up. Magnus, which team is the easiest to get information from and prevent DMPs? There's some good teams that definitely give everything. So I don't have this on my other screen, but just kind of looking. There's some great beat writers. Cincinnati has a lot of good info. They have like 2 beat writers that are just spot on, training news, everything, that are just unbelievable. One's name is Brennan, and the other one, I'll let you go. I have an MLS news feed. Maybe I should make this public so that people can see it. But it just all my beat writers that I kind of follow. Some of it's pretty good. And if I see anyone later, I pretty much add them. So might as well just MLS news feed it. So I have 71 members in this. Let's take a look at it. Let's see, can I? It's private, but I'll figure it out. There we go. I'll make it public. So it's the MLS news feed on my Twitter. And if we take a look at the members, it's just kind of everyone that I follow. So it's just kind of, there's some good, teams. There's some teams that don't give you anything until post lock, which is brutal. But if you see their name on here, they do a great job on Twitter of updating. There's some teams out west that are really tough, but just trying to see. Lauren Failer, she's great for Cincinnati. She does a great job. And then I just don't want to get the names wrong, just so you know. Pat Brennan is the other one for Cincy. They both do a good job, but anyone on this list does a phenomenal job. Training news, I mean, everything. I follow a lot of Philadelphia just to get the Philadelphia news. They do as best as they can, but like the Andre Blake situation, I still don't understand or know what's going on there, which is pretty brutal. But yeah, that's a little added bit here. But as far as this, you can get a free trial for this. It's So Rare Probabilities is, and I can put a link in here. It's pretty unbelievable just because there's a lot of different people that put their projections. So they have a decent amount of team experts that cover leagues. You'll see if it's a 999, they aren't covered as a league. So always looking for more, but all my MLS are in here, which makes it kind of easy to see. Don't mind my cat. Starting percentage, the points scored, that's just projection. Yell 15, 70+%, win percentage, clean sheet. You can sort it by whatever you really want. So I kind of come here and I look, okay, goalie, I want a clean sheet, right? Rivero doesn't play, but that'd be a great one. But if you look, I don't have really a good shot whatsoever with my goalkeepers, which is kind of where my gallery's at right now. But Hadel's 50% win, so pretty solid. You can go through these for all your teams. If you want to kind of check the market for teams, what you can do is you can look through MLS. You can look through whatever you want here, and he has filters here, so it's pretty great. I also like the fixtures. Kind of you can sort by whatever you want. You can sort out the competition to try and kind of look ahead and find out who you want. Same thing here. You can sort by whatever you want. So if I wanted to filter out some things, you can do that. Sort by clean sheet. Let's go by win percentage. Server data does the same thing. It's a good way to look at it. So it went to 93.46%. So you're saying there's a chance against Volendam. So that's always good. All of this stuff is good. So I like to go to my players and I like to go through. So as far as my team, it looks like I don't have a keeper. Where do you guys start? How do you guys start? I've been looking in like All-Star Rare, kind of get a handle of what I have. I should be looking, earlier, but I'm a late to the party guy. I stopped planning ahead as much, and that's probably why I'm not doing very well as far as my results. I'm putting up some stinkers here in the new competitions. I did have a couple good results, but other than that, no good here. Yeah, so what are you guys prioritizing? New comps. So like I have a Philadelphia Union new comp stack. That's kind of all I have going on for me. And of course, Andre Blake is down, and you don't know if he's playing. It's just not great. I have Julian Carranza, who's yellow card accumulation, so he's out. Yeah, just brutal. So not ideal, but yeah, I have a lot of under 23s, so that's kind of where I used to start. But then the old boxes kind of they're so intriguing, and like I want to play for boxes even if they are tickets or level ups. It's Challenger Gang. That's where my crew is. So I kind of bounce around, see how under 23 is looking, and then I kind of go, all right, my in season. All I have is my Challenger in season, and yeah, as Daniel said, great Philly matchup. Absolutely. J-Vic, what's up? Challenger Gang, let's go. Yeah, I'm kind of really hoping that Europe is over soon because I just can't compete. I have a lot of MLS, and I don't think it'll change as much, but PSV is a killer. I don't have a Messi. That's a killer. So, yeah, interesting. Still can't stomach buying a Kai Wagner. Yeah. Man, it's tough not to have him, but yeah, that's That's the guy you want, that's for sure. Man. So, uh, as Laird has kind of, I went through the video today. I like this, like how his league specialists are kind of going through this. Only projections from the 10 best projectors. I totally understand it. I didn't really know where it was coming from before, and it gets obviously better as the time goes on as well. If I had more time, I should probably do some MLS to kind of, you know, make sense of it. And I feel my predictions are pretty good, so it would be a help. I need to do just, have more time in the day. But okay, I usually like to use a keeper. I have Lavins as well for Antwerp. Circle Blue Rouge, that's a pretty good matchup. It's a C. He hasn't been playing well. I mean, look at that, terrible. Semla against Orlando, but do I think Philly's going to concede? Probably. Or I could go off grid and then play others. So I'm just going to bounce back. I'm going to play my Kai because that's just a lock in. No worries there. Interesting. Why did Ura sub on from the bench last two matches? That's a good question. So one was the birth of his child. If we take a look here, he had a foot issue and then came in. Let's go. Hooray, Taco Slayer, vibes, baby. Let's go. And then he subbed 18 minutes. I'm pretty sure that was like from whenever he's coming back from paternity, a little mixture there. The Seattle game, he was already in the starting lineup and then bench again. He's been pretty bad, to be fair. He had this decisive there, but other than that, I mean, decisive, I guess not as bad as maybe I thought he was. But yeah, actually okay. But with Quinn Sullivan kind of breaking out, they'd rather play Quinn Sullivan. But this week should be Ura and Quinn Sullivan up top with Karan's out. It just makes too much sense. But yeah, he's goal dependent. He just doesn't look good. Like watching the game, I don't enjoy watching Mikel Ura play, to be fully honest. I do love seeing Jack McGlynn though. That is for sure. He's probably gone this summer. What do we think? How would you rank Pooch, Acosta, and Hill for this game week? Okay, so I'm gonna separate Acosta. Sorry, I should highlight the comment. That would make sense. Alex S. So Acosta is a game time decision for me. We're probably not going to get information before, so that's kind of a tough one for me. I'd kind of separate him, and I'd definitely play the guys that are for sure going to play. I love Ricky Pooch. If we take a look here, he's an A matchup. I think it's a little bit better than that. I love Ricky Pooch. As many of you know, I know they're playing RSL, who's in tremendous form, but Pooch would be probably number one for me. New England, I mean, I wish I had a Carlos Hill, and I am high on him long term, but I would go Pooch, then Hill, then Acosta for me. That would be my grouping there. Gazdag, I mean, it's probably going to be McGlynn and Gazdag play them together, but I love McGlynn. So, luck in the 2024 McGlynn. Paintsel was a good opportunity. I wish I had a 2024 Paintsel and Pooch. That would be kind of a lot better for me. But Rui Diaz or Jordan Morris. I like Rui Diaz's form. He just he is goal dependent. Sometimes he puts like 10 AA up, which is nice. But I do like Rui Diaz a little bit better than Jordan Morris. But Jordan Morris can go off as well. So it's not that big of a gap, but I do like Rui Diaz's goal scoring ability a little bit more, and he is in some decent form. Yeah, and then I could even play Evan Nielsen. It's like forward, man. Just some great matchups this week. Could play Sarawi. That might be the play, honestly. The Taz, yeah. He just scored last match, right? Or an assist. He had he had a goal, yeah, against Sumner City. He's been really good. He was out these two. I think I played him this one. No, I didn't. PSV 8-0. Yeah, I don't think I did. I think I might have played him here. Didn't do my research, so that 57 minutes should have known. But always do your own research. He's been good. So maybe I go him. So that keeps it in season. It's just goalies. I would so much rather play Ricky Puig or any of these guys than play a goalie that is, not in season just for the matchup. So I'm gonna go. We'll go Stemla just kind of makes sense. I don't know. Lamas is all right. Just the rest aren't playing, so I don't think. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll do the one-off here. I mean, it's a legit question, but I'm a Puig guy, and I'm gonna captain him. Even against RSL, I know Philly has a slightly better matchup, but I just think a rested Ricky Puig is going to be unbelievable, and 78's all right. We'll see if we get ambitious or not with that. I don't even know what competitions I have here. Do I have a D1? I feel like I'm just going to shoot for the moon, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. I think that's kind of my idea this week. New pro results, no cards, since I clearly haven't opened it. This game week, 4-man under 23 for 218 points, and we're trying to get after it. There's a chance at a tier 5. That would be like my first card reward in a while. That's how bad I am. But yeah, let's see. Philly sucks. Put him back in there. I don't have a D1 in season, which is a bummer. Yeah, I guess I'll just go with this, huh? Oh, this is like the worst part of. I actually don't mind the strategy involved in building lineups. It's just having to do it on 2 screens. I know everyone's team, like Gator Guy's team, he's posting it every day. Just hit the button and it copies it over. That would be phenomenal. But yeah, who's some of everyone else's doesn't matter league favorite in-season cars? Do you have any lineups going that have a shot? I already forget Sorali, right? Yeah. And Ricky, baby. All right, lock that one in. What do we want to call it? Ricky in the Union. All right. I mean, 78. That's all right. I think for D2, that's fine. I think it's a solid lineup. Now, where do we go from here? Sometimes I do multiple in-season, just do my in-season ones and then kind of roll from there. But I don't know. Magnus, just have your limited. Let's see. Limited options with forwards: Bobase, Rapids away, and Gomez away versus Galaxy. Ooh. I would probably go Gomez against Galaxy because Galaxy is always good for conceding, usually at least one. Although they had some clean sheets lately, so I'd probably go Gomez. I have Gomez as well. Bobase should start. Should. Rapids away at elevation. Yeah, probably go with that. Good question. All right, where do we go from here? Do I just fire out more in season? Probably. That's usually what I do. Or do I just go classic? Just see what I got. I'll just run out another one. Keeper, we'll go with. I mean, he's been not good. I was really pumped whenever he's. Oh, that's Harriel. Harriel has been good. Laman's. I got him as like a tier 1. I'm pretty sure. Whenever he didn't start, but yeah, he hasn't been very good, to say the least. But we'll lock him in there. But Harriel, He's been really solid. Like him a lot. Let's see where we got projections D-wise. Kova's up there, 66. Jovic is questionable, right? J-Vic? Yeah, so everyone trained all week. So I believe it was Alex Rios posted that Coach Vanny said everyone's good to go. Everyone's on track to play. That's what was said. What did I go with? I think I might be at like 55, so it's not like a full lock it in. 55, 45 for Barry, it's not great. Barry stinks. I know a lot of people would think the same thing. Barry stinks. So Jovic makes a lot of sense. If he's good, he should start. But I do worry he could come off the bench. But yeah, Vanny said everyone was in training and trending to be available was the quote. So hopefully that's legit. But it's some serious risk there. It's a really tough decision. Do have a Jalen Neal from that as well. I picked up the in season, but then I got not great options. And Lucho, yes, in Lucho. Lucho I have is 50%, so I did update that. I have him as 50%. I do have Valenzuela 40% here, but I think Kubo could slide here. Maybe Kelsey starts beside Baird. But then Yedlin is in the same situation. They were both quoted as day-to-day, but they're not optimistic. They hope that they play, which, no kidding. You want to have Lucho and the hell is real battle there. Just makes too much sense. For sure. Let's see. To Kuiper's back. They took a goal away from him. No problem, J-Vic. I guess he didn't score the goal, but in my head, they took him from him. Yeah, Harriel just makes a lot of sense. He's been good. I read about him in my article today. I do like him as a cheaper option. I'm going to play him. Probably put Gazdag with them. Quinn Sullivan I love. But if they get a penalty, which it always seems like they get a penalty, he'll be on it and probably a good chance to score. So we'll go with that. I feel like I got to go Paintsel then here. Just makes too much sense. There's Gomez there. I do have him. I did buy an Ajiman. Not financial advice because I overpaid, but just to get a 2024. I do plan on playing under 23 when the switchover is in June, because a lot of MLS players age out, like Ricky Puig, a lot of solid players. So like Carranza, he ages out. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I did get a Jesus Ferreira. It's been terrible being an owner of his card, but I think he'll play pretty well. Evan Nielsen in a great spot. So we'll go Paintsel over the others. And the extra is going to have to be an in-season, which kind of limits it. You don't love that. But it's probably going to be Quinn Sullivan. But 50% for McGraw. I reckon he'll start. I hope he starts. I haven't kept 240. Yeah, I could have been a little bit conservative on that. So let's go to Portland. I think that was one of the unchanged ones. Yeah. I have him at 70, actually. I know it's annoying, but I do put it on both sides because Kamal Miller's a left center back. And, if he doesn't play, which he should play, Coach Neville said everyone is fit on Tuesday, and he had an illness, so he's fine. Should be fine. I did go back and watch that. He was training Araujo, so he is in the mix. But I do think the preferred choice is Kamal Miller and McGraw. So you're right on with that. Love. Patrick season, baby. Yeah, it wasn't a FOMO. It was just an auto buy, and I figured I might as well. So Ajiman. I mean, he can do everything but score a sitter, right? So I'm gonna go Quinn Sullivan. I guess I go Saito away. Odrick. Do have the Atuesta. Sorry, makes a little bit of sense, but I'm gonna stack a few of these guys. Sullivan playing up top has a chance, and then we're gonna captain Paintsel. I know it's RSL, but it's still a good matchup at home. RSL's been unbelievable. Give the old spanking to. That was a close game, but it spanked Philly at home. So. Yeah, 74. It's not the worst. Yes, always tempted to pick him up, yeah, he's been unbelievable. And all the big news today about Kevin, his brother, signing. I can't wait to see him. It'll probably be like next year, but as a 14-year-old, I just worry that like the hype is too much. Like he's good. Kevin Sullivan's really good, but like yeah, he's playing up a year at the World Cup. He's played up a year at the Generation Adidas, but I'm worried about Kevin Sullivan. Kind of, you know, he's the next great guy, but he's 14. Like I teach 14-year-olds, seventh graders / eighth graders. Like that's just wild to me. All right, we'll load that in. We'll keep Philly sucks as the name because even a draw against DC, they did rescue it, but Philly right now, I feel like Taco Slayer is right in my same wheelhouse there. I think we'll say we're doing a little bit better than your Orlando City, but we'll see what this matchup entails. It might be a shift where Orlando just snaps out of it and gets after it, which the way the back line and, not Blake and whatever, even Blake's in there, pretty pessimistic on my boys, that's for sure. They're pushing them like crazy. Yeah. They're pushing them like crazy. Feel bad. Just let them play. Yeah. Agreed. Like, I don't know if there's ever been a more hype homegrown signing, like ever, in my opinion. But like all the fanfare today was just insane. Like Curtin crying at the news conference. That's wild. See, like I forgot who I was even picking. Quinn Sullivan. Where's he at? Is he further down? He's 46. It's got to be better than that. Rest in peace. Yeah. So I mean, these are all right lineups, but it's just the upper end. I know there are two, but like I just can't compete with the Messis and everything. I should have gotten the sick cards. I like these lineups. It's just the way that everything's gone. I've gotten $20 a couple times, which is great, but just don't think I can get that podium or anything like that. All right, let's go to Classic where it really matters and get some boxes going. So let's see what we got for Challenger Classic. Hop back over to goalies. Let's see the clean sheet. I know they're on film, but I mean, Calendar is just like he's just not going to keep a clean sheet. He's going to concede one at least. They're going to win 4-1, 4-2, and you just don't feel great about it. Schulte, hell is real. I mean, if they don't have a Costa, that could be interesting. Better clean sheet odds. Chris Brady, he's playing well. Other than that, it's not great. I hate goalkeepers. How are we feeling on that? Vandevoort's gotten lit up. Really optimistic here. Big home guy, so probably just going to play Schulte at home, even though Montreal doesn't have like any strikers that are, I guess Phil Sant's come back, but yeah, we'll go with Schulte. All right, so we'll go Killer Kai. Just obviously put him in the best lineups I have, but I do have good options. Ignacio should start, I think. Yeah, I'm not 100%, but we got here. Is there a team expert from Portugal in here? There's not. To Kuiper, you gotta love that. Get in, baby. Kai. Now, this is interesting, just because Moreno is at the top here, which is kind of surprising. It's Seattle. When is Rivals 2.0 starting? I have no idea, but I know I have a ton of tickets. When can I use my tickets? I didn't even see how many tickets he had. I got 98, ready to roll. I know they're going to probably reset them too. Like, even if I would want to play them, they'll probably reset them. So that's what you love to see. That's what you love to see. Oh, a nice 39 against the strongest. Romero moving, that's kind of cool. I mean, bad for Estudiantes, but it's a decent move this summer. Man, there's a lot of good options. I'm a sucker for McGlynn. I like to kind of keep the same stacks together, not full stacks. I just don't think a Philly full stack does it. You need those one-offs. Atuesta, I do like him. But he is splitting with Bogusz for sets. You go further down, you don't really. Just might as well not worry about these guys. Viefer, I mean, it's a shame not having him. My best midfield by far. But we're going Jack, baby. He's been so good. And we're going to shoot for the moon. I mean, Porto is 55% to score 3 goals. That just makes a lot of sense. Ferreira, we got to get into this because what are some of these U.S. Open Cup teams doing? I'm shocked. I'm utterly shocked. Jesus Ferreira, who is coming back from injury, played 88 minutes midweek. Like what are we doing? I mean, Dallas is just a dumpster fire. Are they trying to get in forms so that they can play like an actual team? I don't know. Musa played 90 minutes. Like, yeah, being a fan of Dallas is not fun right now. Yeah, I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And like if they would do like, I don't know, even 45 minutes, sure. But next Wednesday we got more games. Like we got a midweek slate, so it's just 3 games in a week and a half, 2 weeks ish. Like I don't know, it's just frustrating. Not really sure what they're doing there. So there's my FC Dallas rant. So I'm not going to put him in this lineup because I don't know what they're doing. Like, is he going to come off the bench after playing 88 minutes? Probably not, but there's a little bit of risk there. Evan Nielsen, there's no risk. So I'm just going to lock in Evan Nielsen. And then, Dallas doesn't play next midweek. Okay, that helps. So they're the team on bye. All right. Good shout, Daniel. That makes sense. MLS Sad Boys. Oh, man. Some of the calls that I made at the beginning of the year were just not good. FC Dallas, I was really high on them. See how that's going. Yeah, there's been, I think I had Toronto as my worst team. They're playing pretty darn good. Yeah, it's just not a great showing. Not a great showing. But where do we go from here? Evan Nielsen. Go Sven. Away against Go Ahead. Atuesta at 58%. Like, I want to take a look at this just because I know he's been like kind of decent, but I don't know. I feel like this could be a matchup where he can just pop off. He's not the Atuesta of before whenever he's here. It's just not the same role, not the same team. But he's been good. I don't hate that. Like, I don't really want to go double defender, but like De Kuiper's good. Nacio, maybe a little more risky than. I could play Harriel, but again, don't really want to. Kind of talk myself in. Santi away, but at Toronto. Not terrible, and he's been in really good form. I could play Gazdag. Could go Varela, but I mean he's a defensive mid. It doesn't really make sense to play him and Evan Nielsen because they don't really cooperate too much. I'm going like mini stacks. Quinn Sullivan, love him. I don't know. Atuesta is calling my name. Let's see the old mid projections. Varela at 69. That's crazy high. 59 there makes sense. Santi, Kravashi. I'm not gonna start. Atuesta's right here. Kind of like Atuesta. I'm gonna roll with him. It's not gonna matter in the end, just because one of these guys just put up a 25 stinker, and we won't have to worry about it. How good Jack McGlynn's playing, but Kai's on set pieces. He's gonna get an assist. I like it. We'll go with it. 75 in Classic Rare. Where can I play it? Do I have a D1? I do have a D1. Faku looking at. We're going to have some ambition. Why not? If it goes off, it goes off, right? Schulte, not going to get a clean sheet. We can lock that in. Wagner's going to be great. Jackie Boy is going to be great. Evan Nielsen's going to be... no, he'll put up the 20 because he won't score. And yeah, we'll go out to Westa. It's a little bit of a one-off. And lock it in. Why not? Why not us, right? Why not us? All right. Yeah, I feel fine with that. Don't hate it at all. Run back classic. Do I look elsewhere? Do I look under 23? Let's see. I used to, before the update, I used to just prioritize under 23. And maybe that's where I'm going wrong and not doing well, just because maybe I should just prioritize under 23, build that out first, and then go from there. But I don't know. Zaid Romero, I'm not really sure. They had a match there. I mean, this would be a good lineup. Play like De Kuiper in this. Play like Santi. I kind of like the idea of this. I'm probably going to do this. Goalkeeper, Hadel makes sense. Klagenfurt. Don't really want to play. Although, St. Louis at home, they've been scoring a lot. Clean sheet 17%. Obviously, because Chicago stinks. Atabolo, 95%. Wonder what's going on there. No Play Sharper makes you really, if you don't follow recently, like I haven't followed Freiburg very much just because I only have the goalie. Yeah, I should probably look into some of these situations, but we'll go Hadel. Makes sense. Let's go back to the filters so we can get under 23 in here so that if there are lineups, Hadel's 95%. You'd love to see it. There shouldn't be any issues there. Tavon Gray, that's an interesting one. Ahmed, how we doing? Hi to all. Good to see you. Tavon Gray is interesting just because Illinois wasn't great. He got subbed off. How many minutes was that? Let's check out New York City. It just kind of looked like it might have been, maybe he's going to get a chance. 55 minutes, wasn't great. And then Gray came on, and I know SO5 scores are different than actual, real game. But he wasn't bad. I think you can see by the score he outplayed him, but I do think he kind of outplayed him. I'd like to see him get a chance. I do own both these cards. I won Gray, and I'm an idiot and don't sell my rewards, so I still have him. And then Ilnik is really talented, but playing a right back. Whenever New York City FC played the back three and Gray was playing the right center back, that was like the ideal scoring situation. Playing a right back is just not. So, yeah. Bit sleepy. Hope you're good. I appreciate you coming in here. What time is it there for you, Ahmed? It is almost 10 o'clock here, 10 o'clock p.m. All right, so I think I'm going to go to Kuiper against Union SG. I just like De Kuiper getting forward and having those opportunities. Just makes a lot of sense. This is 4 a.m. in Switzerland. Yeah, no wonder you're sleepy. Are you just getting up, or you haven't gone to sleep? Are you a night owl? There's no way I'm making up 4 a.m. and working tomorrow, that's for sure. I'll probably be up for another couple hours. Probably midnight is my my tap out. Huh. Boy, I like some of these options. I'm a big home guy, but the way Santi's playing, I should say Santi Rodriguez is playing. Although there's a home spot here, Portland's been bad. Oh, you had a night shift, man. I got you. This could be interesting. I'm probably going to play Jesus Ferreira. Kerwin Vargas is in a good spot. There's a decent amount of good spots here for my club. Cherky, I wish he was, existent. Barak Terovic is back in, but, that's a terrible matchup. Luis Henrique just got an assist, so I don't know if he'll start or not. He might rotate. Aji, man, he's there. I'm probably going to play him in Cap 240. Doku, Another card that I should have sold when I could have, but I'm a terrible manager and hold on to every single card. I'm sure everyone out there is with me though. Let's see who we got next. Do you think like playing Sven could make sense? I know road, go ahead Eagles, but just the current form scares me off. Yeah, PSV, sure. What happened here? That 5-0, excuse me, Heracles. Walwick 3-2. You know, he's playing that attacking role and then central role. Usually he scores a little bit better for that central role, but you know, you're not going to get the decisives from there. You know, Quinn Sullivan just makes some sense here. Kind of like it. Might go Quinn. Nacio scares me. I don't. I just feel like he's going to ruin my lineup this week. I don't really have any info to that. I just feel like whenever I play him, sometimes he just either plays 45 minutes because they're resting. But I don't follow Portugal too much. That's one thing. Like with No Play Sharper, um, this Discord is a savior for sure because you can go. I got to zoom out a little bit. You can go and you can ask. And they have every league, and we're getting new managers. So like Portugal, let's see, it's got Inacio in the starting lineup, so that's good to know. Just like a starting frame is obviously really important. Just because I mean I don't know, and it is nice that the league specialists have him starting. So maybe I go double defender. I don't love doing that, but if you look at Inacio's scores, he's just really good. Um, it's just solid. You know, he hasn't had many decisives this season. Earlier, he was just getting double decisives, hundreds, which is crazy. Um, love the card, but I mean, you can just lock in like 60, which would I take it in this? Absolutely. Romero, just with them playing right now, right? He's playing right now. Is that who I played against the strongest? Yeah. Not a great game. Is that over? Yeah. So they had a midweek. Would I risk Lucho Acosta? So I have him as 50-50. That it's tricky. Everyone's asking about it. The upside, I know they're playing Cincinnati, but it's a rivalry match, and he usually plays really well in it. I wouldn't put him in my top lineup. If it was me building, I should own him, but I don't. I wouldn't put him in my top lineup, but I would risk him in an upside lineup maybe. That if he does play and he goes off, you have guys surrounded him that also has update, but or upside, but maybe are a little bit safer. That's probably the way I would go with Acosta. Keep your eye on some beat writers. I talked about it earlier a little bit. Since you beat writers, sometimes they do early training news, but you won't get it till like 9:30, which is my time. Sorry, like 30 minutes before lock, which is just a nightmare if you're trying to scramble putting lineups together. So I would risk him just because I would play him in, a non-essential lineup that has some upside. So maybe a lower division that if he does play, great, he smashes. Should smash, but that's a tricky one. I wish we knew more. Same with Yedlin. I'm sure not a lot of people are actually playing Yedlin, but same situation. I'd be more inclined to think Lucho does play if he can. Huge rivalry. So if he can go, he will go. Talk myself into Inacio. Go here together. Yes. Please do that, J Vic. Yes. Jovic and Mihalovic, and then complain. Yes. I think I went 55 on Jovic and Mihalovic. I think I'm like 50 on. Because we just don't know, which is brutal. They don't tell us. No problem, Ahmed. I love that. And then go on Twitter and complain. Yes, you have to voice your issues on Twitter. What else are you going to do? It's the only thing that makes sense in that situation. That's hysterical. Oh boy. Oh man. We love to see it. All right, who we captain? Ferreira does have the upside against Austin. I know Stuver, like, is he just going to have another clean sheet with like 8 saves because he's just the man? But I'm going to go upside. I do think Jesus Ferreira, he'll be on sets. He could get an assist. I think him and Musa, whenever they actually gel together, they will be a decent starting. So 123 is still an 80, and I didn't prioritize. So maybe I should have prioritized, which maybe made more sense. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitter. I forgot that I hit Twitter as well. There's like 100 and some of you on there. That's beautiful. Love it. I know it's late or early for a lot of you, so I appreciate everyone coming in and riding the lightning with me and seeing all the mistakes I'm making in the lineup building process, because I kind of wanted to do that. I'm going to do more lives for sure. We'll do like better times for the European audience, but also just like talking through your lineups helps you build them. Like, I could be completely wrong with these, but like me talking out loud instead of just like, okay, looking, okay, I'll go him. I don't know. It just kind of makes sense to kind of talk it through. How many we got playing? Server 1100. All right, so Hadel. I'm a big negative self-talk guy, so I like to talk down on my decision-making skills, which everybody loves. Who do we go with? We went double defender. Beautiful. Okay. All right. 123. Can't double entry, right? Summer double entry will be interesting. Definitely be interesting. ATG in the house. Let's go. Dude, your X views are huge. Can't wait for my self-built lineup so I'll bomb and get demoted 16 times. I mean, is that kind of a win? Maybe. Like, getting demoted, is it kind of a win? Like, I stayed in every division, I feel like, last game week. Pretty hysterical when it's like, hey, you stayed in the division, but you didn't get a single reward because you stink. ATG, glad you're in here. I appreciate it. ATG, who built the best lineup tonight in the stream? If you guys haven't watched, Rev So Rare won last time, but I thought ATG's lineup was the best whenever I went on So Rare in the States. All right, where are we going next? Go back to Classic. Now that we have, yeah, Classic again. Chris is my favorite. All right, here we go. Chris is my favorite, but Rev's is strong. Yeah, that was a lot of fun because it's like, you know, the snake draft aspect is a lot of fun. Definitely check out So Rare in the States if you haven't already. Check out those videos because it's a lot of fun. Definitely on something there. Play calendar. Hope for the AA. Hope he hits 45 to 50. Not a lot of ambition in this lineup. Y'all said yours is up there. Gotta learn from my mistakes. I mean, your lineup was awesome last week, and it just didn't hit. Sometimes your lineup looks so good, and it just doesn't happen. Let me know if you want to come back. Absolutely, I will definitely. I'll reach out. I have some things going on around that time tonight, but I will definitely message you because that was a lot of fun. All right, so we go calendar. Harriel. See, Moreno being up here is interesting. It's really interesting. Now, where's he at in projected scores here? 54, 70%, 70 plus 67. That Seattle back line is gonna be an issue. Like, they're not very good as far as who they have to play with the injuries. So yeah, let's bang over to Seattle. John Bell isn't great. Reagan's good, but you know that hole in John Bell. Atencio has a chance to play. at center back, but I doubt he will, just based on the midweek match. Vargas, with him not playing midweek, it makes kind of sense for him beside João Paulo, but that's not the worst lineup. I guess I was maybe sold it a little bit, but I don't know. Could go goals dog for the penalty, Quinn Sullivan. It just seems like I'm building the same lineups over and over again because I have two different collections for the 2023 and 2024. I could go Facu Torres against Philly, but not in this lineup. Let's see if I'm missing anyone down here. Sometimes you get a little sneak attack, but I'm not missing anyone there. I'm excited for Dylan Barrera to come back, but it's going to take a little bit for sure. Do we trust the pick score? Let me dive into Moreno a little bit more. I mean, I'm going to play him in some lineup, but I mean, they didn't score. Charlotte FC, shout out Trip and B. Yeah, he's been solid. That was an injury there, so throw those out. Not great there, but yeah, he has some nice scores. That was the tail end of last year. He was really getting into form. I do think if Evander plays, he plays pretty well off him. I don't know if the correlation's actually there, but I just feel like whenever I've seen them both play, Evander should be back. Let's roll with them. Let's do it. I'm trusting you. Server data is smarter than I am, so we are going to lock that in. I like Kerwin. Vargas is been interesting. As far as my other forward options, I wonder, can I play another in season and put the Ajiman in there? I do like Kerwin. I could pair them both together. I don't know. With Capetti gone, that's kind of crazy. I just didn't see that coming at all. I don't know if anyone else saw that coming, but that was kind of insane. But yeah, we'll go Kerwin. Andres Gomez is interesting too on the road, and then I could go Varela, like just kind of mix it up a little bit. They're in a great spot. It's just he's defensive, so they're not really gonna concede much. But like Quinn Sullivan, I like his upside. A little Harriel. Right side combo with Quinn Sullivan. Could do that mini sack. We could just go Gazdag, which makes sense as well. I think I might go Gazdag. Play Quinn elsewhere. What's Quinn's L15? Hey, don't be sorry. That's why I'm here. Honestly, I will answer all of your questions. So a little bit tough. So Escobar, I haven't heard anything at all. Radio silence. Forget Houston. Did I miss it? No. He's questionable. I'm only at 20% just because I'd like to see him play. I think he might come off the bench first. I could be wrong on that, but there hasn't been any information. Sarah's might start again. Be interesting. So I don't feel comfortable playing him. Spicer, on a positive note, I love Spicer. He's been great. Toronto. I should just search, but why search when you can scroll? Because they're at the top. Toronto. I'm at 90%. I love what he's brought. He was a great super draft pick. So I really like what he's doing. Bernadette is unbelievable last match. He's been getting in good form. I'm more not certain about Etienne Jr. starting. Like, what are we doing here? And then Amundsen for Columbus. Let's get to them. I went 90%. It just seems like the rotation for Amundsen was just for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. That brings a good point here. Let's bounce over there. CONCACAF Champions Cup has been where he's been rotating. So if we look at Amundsen here, Monterrey. He's starting on the league game. Tigres. He started the other Tigres match. He did sub, but that was Champions Cup, yeah. So I feel great about it, 90%. I think you can lock him in as well, but don't shoot the messenger if something happened. For sure. Yeah, while I'm back at Houston, Dorsey 60% because of midweek. Yeah, so Dorsey played 120 minutes, which is a little bit concerning, but he didn't play the match before. Guys can play 120 and then go again, but that's just kind of a little bit of risk. I want to show a little bit of risk in the lineup, just because of that. It could be a little bit tricky, Javik. Sorry for bothering. Thanks for your comment. Contrived Bolt Q. Oh man. All right. So did I go Goldstad? No problem, Javik. Can't remember. We'll go with him. And let's Captain Santi, because Sir Data loves him. You know what? I love him too. Not a lot of ambition here. I don't think this is going to be a good one whatsoever, but I don't win rewards whenever I like that lineup either. Like Sanfrecce not playing kind of kills some of my higher guys that I like, but they haven't done too much anyway. So do I want to go classic? Let's see. I have the one, and they're both 2, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Definitely have to change his name. It's not John Tolkien. JTMD. Calendar. Harriel. Santimarino. Kerwin. And Kata. Alright. I feel like if the more idiot, the more negative you are on the name, the better they do. So, right, that's how it works. Counter concedes 3. That kind of makes sense, right? Looks like we're exactly the same on SKC. Only thing I see, Fonta's definitely starting. Yeah, for sure. I saw yours on Twitter as well. So if you guys don't follow ATG Sorare on Twitter, he's, as you can see by his thumbnail, Sporting Kansas City guy that is a huge fan. He's a team expert. He's a team expert on. I did update Fontas. I have at 90%. I just do the stupid, right center back, left center back thing. But yes, he is toss ups here. You guys got to follow him because he just started doing since Play Sharper shut down. Color coded, looks way better than mine does for sure. So anything Sporting Kansas City, you got to follow him. He knows a lot more than I do on that. But I'm glad we came to the same realization just based on the presser today. And Shallowy, I'd actually Google search that. I wasn't really sure on that. I just saw ice on his calf. So if you have any more information on that, let us know, because it was just a quick Twitter search on that. Because I was doing a little live feed, watching whenever the game was going on. Yeah, I don't even know if I spelled concedes right. Probably did. Relegation mode. Do I have enough for another in-season? See, like at this point, why even play the in-season other to get relegated? Just there's not really a chance. I don't have a goalkeeper playing, so it's going to be outfielders, and I don't know if I have the outfielders. Just play Blake. Just take the 0. Let's just see if we have the outfielders or not. So I could play Glesnes and Neal. You know what? Let's throw Neal in there. See if we have enough. Bedoya. Damn, Bedoya. He's actually playing pretty well. He's playing better than some of these guys. Look at this blast from the past. 37 years old and bam, 80, baby. And he's putting up some decent AA, playing in like Quinn Sullivan's position whenever Quinn Sullivan plays forward on that right side. So why not? Why not us? Why not now? I don't know if I have a forward. I have a forward. Saito. Oh, Ajiman. We already talked about this. Yes. Lock it in, baby. And then do we go Saito? Or do we Saito against or Glesnes? I feel like Glesnes is no ambition. Saito is, let's have some ambition. Goals scored less than 1 though on that. Just a terrible win percentage as well, which is tough. Do I have any other choices? I could go like Jose Martinez, which he's all AA, just kind of the same deal. I have Kramashi, but he's not going to play. Looks like bench here. Campos bench. Donovan bench for sure. Interesting. I'm probably just gonna go Saito and let's see his like terrible matchups and see how he did. And his here being. I mean, PSV they lost 4-2 and he still put up 10 AA. It wasn't a killer. I'm probably gonna go him just because he could get a decisive. There's ice around his calf as well. Vermi said they don't know the extent. I'm not risking him in a middle or any high middle. Okay, yeah. Definitely, I wrote him up in my column and then I found it afterwards and I was like, man. So definitely want to put a note in there. I gotta remember to do that whenever I get off here. To not include him or kind of just put a cautionary note there. All right, so we got those 4. This lineup's not going to get anything, so it doesn't really matter. But do we go upside Brady? He just has like, that 80-pointer. Or we go Vandevort, who concedes 3 for sure. We'll go Brady. This is a stinker of a lineup, man. This is relegation at its finest. Do we just go Ajiman for the hat trick that's definitely coming? Just for the vibes? I'm probably just still going to go Saito. Just a terrible matchup, but we'll go with him. And that will stay as relegation mode for sure. Yes. Relegation mode for sure. I mean, I guess I could play Glesnes. Does Glesnes make more sense there? Nah, we'll play Neil. We'll play Neil. Ali Bedoya. I just can't believe I'm playing Ali Bedoya. Chino, what's happening? Bonjour. Hi. How are you? Great to see you. Ashiman. Use the search button, idiot. All right. That team stinks. If I don't get relegated with that, I am going to be upset. Where to go? Relegation mode for sure. Get down to 4. Feel good about myself. Take over next week. All right, we'll do one more classic. My third classic, since I have 2 as well. I mean, this is going to be a DMP, or not DMP, sorry. Not DMP. This is going to be a relegation for sure. Unless we can throw something interesting in. Keeper-wise, I think it has to be Vandevort, right? Yeah. 3 goals conceded for sure there. Is it almost worth playing him in Cap 240? Probably not. We'll just not do that. Tolkien in a great matchup. I actually probably should have used him earlier, but with Emil Forsberg, he kind of took some of his role away, especially they're both on the left side, and it just seems like Tolkien's not getting as much forward. I haven't seen like the same overlaps he was doing last year with like Amir Fernandez playing on that side at times. But I do like him. This actually might not be the worst lineup because then I can play Varela as well, who's just kind of and then Sullivan. So I actually don't hate this lineup. It's not great, but I don't hate it. Do we go Ura and Sullivan? Maybe they pair up since they'll probably both be playing up top. Andres Gomez has actually been really good as well. That road matchup doesn't scare me too much just because I think they'll score. But it's probably going to be Chicho Arango that's the one scoring it, although he's been really good. I'm going to go Ura against the run of play. Go Ura and Sullivan just because that partnership up top kind of makes sense. Yeah, why not? And then we're going to captain Tolkien because I think he'll be pretty solid. Yeah, we'll go with that. Lock it in, baby. Vandevort, Tolkien. I feel like at night, whenever I'm building lineups, I start to run into a wall. And I'm like, okay, just stop overthinking and just roll. But I do like that, just like talking out lineups. Everybody do it. And then we'll come back in the midweek whenever I don't win a single reward, and then we'll change it up again. How's everyone else doing? That's in the chat. Are you having luck in the new comps? Are you guys doing well? I mean, I've been very negative, but like my I did well in the MLS Special Weekly, and I got second place in limited D1 Challenger with my Go Ahead Eagles stack. So I have had success. It's just I play more rare, and like I really focus on rare. My limited is actually just for content. I did like a collection, so I bought a bunch of collections. So that's my next video that's going to come out and see how we did. Go Ahead Eagles stack or collection did really well, obviously. But like I bought a Watford stack. Horrible investment. You'll see how bad that was. But again, at the limited level, you can make those mistakes. Watford, great name. Where do we go from here? Turn all the lights down now. I don't even know. Let's see. I have Necaxa for contender, so I think I could play classic. No, I can't. They're not playing this game week either. Well, Liga MX, yeah, duh. I only have Koga playing. Just trying to think of. With Sanfrecce not playing, that just completely decimates. But I got to get Wakazaka, so I'll probably play All Star. But like these are kind of bums. But I can play Savio, not bums. These are kind of players that can't compete in All Star, I should say, usually. But I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go Cap 240. I think. I don't really care about Cap 240. I usually just shoot for the low, $15, $15. But I'm not prioritizing it at all. Maybe I should be, and then that's like my problem. But oh, just kidding. I can't even because I only have one keeper left, and he might not play. Anyone know anything about Freiburg? Talked about him earlier, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to stick with him because I don't have anyone else. I'm not buying a keeper. That's a little bit of a letdown. We'll go with it. Do I want Koga or do I want Romero? I know it's AAA matchup, but I just don't know if he's going to get rotated. Let's check out his recent. And the best thing about this is tomorrow morning, whenever I wake up, I'm probably going to tinker with some of these and drive me crazy. Yeah, he's had some great scores. He's been good. He starts pretty much every game. There's been a lot of midweeks. So I might just have to throw him in there, especially if my goalie's not going to start. Koga away against Tokyo. The Ren players. Where do I want to play champion? I don't want to play champion. No, I absolutely do not. Although I did get a box. Felt good. Yeah, we'll go Romero. I don't expect anything from this anyway. And then we'll probably go Savio. Oh, Guido Rodriguez is in a really good matchup though against Almeria. 20th in the league, man. But like Wakazaka, do I not play Savio? But away against Tokyo, he's been in poor form. Very goal dependent. Like he's not hitting these scores where he was. Guess where I bought him? I guess he was okay at the start of the season, but before the season. So that's what always happens. But Wakazaka, I think you just lock him in. I like Guido. I know the upside might not be as big with him, but he's very solid. And with this matchup, it can't get better. So like if he scores and he has 20 AA, love it. Let's do it. So I'm probably gonna play him over Savio, even though I might regret it. But what's he gonna get, a decisive and then get a 60? Or I'll take the AA with the added extra. Not playing Sven is kind of crazy that I didn't find a lineup for him. Facu Torres is kind of crazy. Ignacio Fernandez, tough-ish matchup on the road, slightly favored. But yeah, Wakazaka. Forward-wise, I was going to say I probably have to play Andres Gomez. A little bit questionable there. Let's see if we got EPL in here. Oh, man. Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. Let's see, we got the Bundesliga. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think the Bundesliga's got in yet. Prem. Let's see. Serie EFL is definitely in here, so let's see. If Uatara is going to play, my great purchases of Uatara and Enzila Fey, and they both transferred away from Lorient. don't know why it took me so long. Utar 70% here. Kelly is as the backup, playing left back. Don't love it. Obviously, he plays better forward. So I think I'm not going to go that route and probably play Gomez, unless someone else pops up, which I could play Calamundo at home against Lens. Calamundo had a nice game. Was it last game or the match before? He's on all three. He's in tremendous form. Talented guy, good matchup. It kind of makes sense to play him, honestly. I know you don't get points for previous game weeks, but he's in scintillating form. Let's consult the Turkey. I wish he would play. Rollheiser, there's a chance that Rollheiser might play, but I think Di Maria is probably going to start. But next year's Rollheiser's back. Can't wait to use him again. Hopefully he's back. He might not be. It was hard. Oh yeah, he's Sura EFL's also in this, so it helps out. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Gomez actually. Just either Gomez or I feel like I should have had Gomez in a lineup. Gomez or Calamuendo. What do we think? I'm gonna play the home guy. It'll be the wrong decision either way, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna go Guido and Captain Wakazaka against. Is that Consul? Did they play? Yeah, Sapporo. Why not? 69. Nice. Might as well be a bullseye. All-Star rare. It's just like that's such a bad lineup for All-Star. I don't even know why I put it in there. But I'll play it somewhere, I guess, right? Romero. I almost forgot who I played in there. Wakazaka. Calamuendo. And so like I don't follow champions much in server, but I do watch like EPL. I watch all that good stuff. But like Guido Rodriguez going to Barca, right? He's not going to be a starter, right? Or is he? I just don't. I don't follow enough of La Liga. I probably should. It's just I can't get rid of my rewards. I'm just a sucker for keeping rewards, and I won them. I kept them. I'm sure I'm not the only guy that has that issue, but man. All right, we're almost done here. Almost done, baby. Oh, let's see. All right. Keep rolling, baby. All right, I don't have any more keepers. Don't have to worry about that. I don't know. If Philly plays well, that's kind of how my game week goes. It's kind of every time. That's how my game week goes. As far as the rest, I do play limited, but again, it's just the stacks. And I'll be honest, I don't care as much for the limited. I don't take as much time looking into it. But I do just grind the in-seasons. For Challenger, because I have a Go Ahead Eagle stack. I guess I do still have the other rares, so I can play rares in this. I always forget about playing rares in limited. It just feels like wrong. But so I can definitely find a way for Andres Gomez, which is nice. Let's do limited. What are we playing here? Sorry, Challenger in season. Challenger in season. All right. Delaying starting, so you don't have to worry about that. But let me go ahead playing a AZ. It's not a good matchup, but that's what we're gonna play because that's all I have. Let's see who's up. Twente in that great matchup. That's just a no-brainer. I knew I'd play him. I do have two Glesnes. I can play a Glesnes in season in this. But like playing Sven against them doesn't make sense. So that's like I don't even know. I just don't like the idea of playing a player in the opposite team. So we're gonna let up on some go ahead. I think Roman's being back is sweet, and then we'll play Andres Gomez as the one off. And again, this is probably terrible lineup building, but we're rolling through it. I've hit the wall. Where are we at? $1.20 has only been an hour 20. Man, I don't know how people do it. Last one. It's just like gotta play that cement somewhere. Do I play him in like cap 240? I'll probably play him in cap 240 because I don't have an extra goalie for limited, so I play the old no goalie. Vejanovic. They're playing Excelsior. Open sesame. I mean, he's been okay. 45 minutes last match. I don't know anything about it. They were awful. So don't want to play that. We don't have go ahead. I think we have go ahead in the Discord. Was it go ahead or was it? Not exactly sure. So go ahead's in Challenger, RWZ. I believe we have it. Yeah, Chainsaw. So let's see what he says about go ahead. I know Patrol is for Kanye. Alright, let's get to it. So I don't have a Delaney card. Oh, two. I don't have a Striker Baton card. Do a Brum, 50%. Williamson probably makes sense. Lindhorst probably makes sense defensively. They're probably going to be on the defense the entire time, so that kind of makes sense to play Lindhorst beside, instead of going the attacking piece, to just kind of stack defensively so that they can rack up. Maybe they don't concede 3. Maybe they concede 2. We'll do that. And I'm going to play small there. 70. It's not great. I'm not going to play that in D1. I have D1, right? Yeah. Challenger. That was that Twadford. Yeah, the problem, I have 2 D1s here. Do I not have a third? It's like it just doesn't make sense using a D1 in that situation. So we'll go D3. Yeah, go D3. Makes sense. I want to say Romans and Lindhurst. And just Carranza with his yellow card is just frustrating. Wish I had him. Against Ghent, it's not a good matchup. So ignore that. Bark Terovich could, play him. He doesn't think Adekanye is going to start, so not do that. And where's my last one? Or Lindhurst. Okay. Yeah, again, just doesn't look like it's going to compete, but I mean, we're playing for $100, so if it wins, great. If it gets $5, great. If you do track limiteds, like every little bit does help, but you do want to go for that jackpot element. I didn't change some of the names. I just don't feel like it at the moment. Struggling here. So let's see how Rijeka's going. I don't have any champ cards. Contender in season. It's going to be Rijeka against Varazdin. Yeah, Varazdin. And then I do have my Magdeburg, and they're going against Greater Firth. Solid matchup all around. So let's get excited about this. This is going to be a D1 lineup for sure. I think. Where we got contender, right? I did ship second place contender D1 with some of these boys, so Rijeka is always worth it. Liberovic. Ooh, 50-50 to start. Hey, let's see that table. they're not playing for anything, huh? Not playing for anything. This is their last match, 34th. Oh no, they play 3 more. They are playing. This is where do your own research comes into play. This is definitely all right. Let's go back to. Cause I'm pretty sure someone did a Rijeka lineup. Where are you going? I could not find that. Well, yeah, Mike, of course. 60%, man. That's gonna be. That's tough. So like, if this is my top lineup, it almost makes sense to not play him in it. Play him in the second one. Daniel, thanks, man. I appreciate you too. Thanks for sticking around. I know this has been a little bit long. For sure. Have a good night. I'm sure we'll talk in the next couple days about Philly Union, baby. Sorry, Ryman. And maybe we go here in cap 240. Just spread it out. Yeah, might as well. All right, we'll do that. So we go more Magdeburg, we go more the other way around. Yes, sir. Suspended, I believe. Mitrovic 85, 85, 85, so could go any of those routes. Bear, though, it makes sense. Could even play Koga as a one-off because the rest are. Yeah, Rattan doesn't have that good. It's mold. Oh, I forgot about my Savio. Oh, we're gonna play him. Tony Fruch's good. We'll play Savio. I can't believe I'm playing this in this. This is just outrageous. Gotta go. Baras Latik. Is there a better new season defender under 15 than Leibold? Wow, yeah. Wow, used to be server data. I was gonna say S is server data. Let's bring up his chart. He's been good. Yeah, he's been really good filling in this year. Yeah, he's got those peak scores, some great AA. Tremendous. That's crazy. His rare's under 15. His rare's, wow. His floor price $6. Wow. Yeah, that's a great shout. I mean, let's see the schedule. Home, couple away matches. It's not. It's okay. You know, it's not Murder's Row by any means. Kind of get into Murder's Row. That's tough. It's tough, but it's MLS. And Fonte is $8. Let's check out Santa. Not San Jose. There's conspiracy against us. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, why are they so cheap? I know they've blown leads, but they score well. Like, Ndemba was great towards the end of the season there. Funtas is, 61 cents floor price. Like, if you, man, don't make me do it. Like, do I just put together a classic team of 61 cents? Why not? Why wouldn't you get him? If Volodar starts, why not? Voltaire, I know, he's hit some screamers lately. All these guys, even Jake Davis is solid. He's under 23, couple bucks. Tommy, couple bucks. Yeah, there is definitely a conspiracy against you. Like Shallowy's under $10, which he's been okay, but he's really solid. Polito $3. Sporting Kansas City stack looks pretty nice. Why wouldn't you just have these guys? It's a great shout. I might do some, put a classic stack together to play a little bit of classic limited as well. Just get more lineups that I don't need. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, and my extra here. Oh, Cardona. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah, I like that. Like that. I always, pretty much always, Antigua, but Savio is interesting. But if it's 60, where he's got more upside for sure, that's a 90. That is a 90. We like it. We like it. All right, so that's gonna go in. Not, not another one. Degen Nation, baby. So this is gonna be. What am I even looking? I'm in contender. Don't do that. Please don't pop up. Wait, no Rijeka? I got multiple T1. Yeah. I'm not playing any Rijeka in this either, huh? Yeah, love it. Brose, what's happening? Mihalovic, we don't know for sure. I can grab the quote for you. So if you don't follow me, number one, you should. But I have the sheet. I made it available to everyone. And I literally just take quotes of whatever and put it in. Mihalovic, progressing, probably a game time decision is what he said. I think I went 50% maybe on that. It's been such a whirlwind of a day. I honestly don't even remember. Colorado, we're going to search. We're going to save the people time. 55%. Yappy as the other. Darren Yappy is the other. But yeah. You don't feel good about it. You don't feel good about it. What is it? His heel? And he was a new dad, right, too, I believe. Yeah, his heel. Father, maybe milking it a little bit. And yeah, that's Ronan coming back. If you didn't see my new YouTube video, I do want to get one of his in season, maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But I'm sure everyone knows how it is. You have all these grand ideas of who you're going to get, and then you look at your wallet and you don't have the funds. Ryman, maybe it's a Magdeburg week. I feel like it is. Savio, Teak, and Cardona. Yeah, love it. Lock it in. All right, so I can do two, and this is, I guess, this in season 2 is just going to be the goalie situation. So we will go with 100%. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go to Mihalovic's page. Because I don't know him, so he's not going to pop up. So 100%. League specialist high, too. I do have him as a game time decision just based on all the information. My cat's going nuts. Interesting. I wonder who, I mean, maybe you guys know. I wonder who, like, the league specialist, like the 10 best from MLS is on server data. Just because there's been times I've tried to do it, but I just forget. And, like, 614 transfer market, yeah. 614 on the Opta as well from Sports Gambler. 614 seems crazy. Like, that seems way off. It can't be 614. But I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, we'll go Labrovich and we'll go Zalom, and Cap 240, and then call it a day. Because I don't think I'll have any other goalies. I do want to play Koga just because I do like him, but you got to stack Rijeka, and I just want to take another peep at Rijeka. Let's not go. Let's just get. Oops, if I could spell. All right, what do we got here? So Gillespie, 70%. I mean, this could be a throwaway for sure, but like play Tony Fruit, and then maybe possibly would all make sense there. So let's do there. Maybe like Oscar Fernandez. It's a good cap player, but yeah, Tony Fruit. Forward wise, yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably not in a good position forward wise. Schuler makes sense. You're the league specialist. I mean, I'm wrong a ton as well. I appreciate it, but I mean, I work as hard as I can. Oh man, see. Here's my problem with limit is I don't follow it nearly as much as I should, and like I just don't know anywhere nearly as enough. So let's go. We need contender. Is that what I'm in? Already in it. But yeah. So that Seka was gonna be good. Jason Seka or Seka, however you say it. Yeah, I don't have a March. So we'll play the Schuler. And like, why do I have two? Why do I have two? I think one's a jersey man, maybe. I don't. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I do these things. Or do I play Santilli? No, probably not on the road. Anyone else makes sense? No. Just lock it in. Stop pondering, just lock it in. And then maybe go Pasalic. No, we'll just go Koga. It's like terrible build, but we're gonna do it. And we'll go Teddy Fruit. Like that's 80. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it. Glad Taco Slayer's here. What's wrong with Orlando? He can answer that. And how do we feel about the matchup? I don't know. Philly doesn't look that good. They've been struggling. There's good things or bad things, but with how Orlando's been struggling, and interesting to see what Taco says about it if he's still in here. Let's go to Orlando's lineup just because with the red card and the different injuries. Oh man, yeah. Oh man, that's great. Ah, shoot. All right, we're here anyway. So I'm interested to hear your take, Taco. Um, and this lineup might not even be how you would have it. But just kind of the injuries, like Thorhalson was training, but in concussion protocol, so there's a major doubt. I mean, you have the two center backs you want to play. Schlegel's out with the red card. Santos separating his shoulder or whatever, dislocated his shoulder. It looked nasty. He wasn't at training today. It just kind of Cal Smith's fine there though. You like it? I mean, talk about who's going to start a striker. Like I have Muriel was signed, the whole deal. You would think having those two guys up top, they'd be a lot better. They're officially out. That's good to know. Yeah, I assumed. I did see Santos. I didn't see Thorhalson was out for sure. So that's good to know. I appreciate that. Is there? Pretty confident it's Duncan. Okay. I will update that because honestly, just flipping a coin because Muriel, based on everything. It's always an early one too, isn't it? Oh, that's great. Yeah, nice and early, baby. Why not? Why not just a 5-0? Everybody gets their decisive. We get a clean sheet from Semla, which is never going to happen, but everybody's happy. Man, I'm hitting a wall here, boys. Hitting a wall here. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be at. So am I playing this in 1-2 also? Or do I play it in 3? I'm going to play in 3 and then maybe I get a 2 out of it. Why not? Rovich, that's right. Classic. Tony Fruik. Fruik you, no Fruik me. Luke Schuler and Koga. I feel like well, 15 minutes or less is a lock. Bet all your funds. Not financial advice, but also financial advice. Man, I hope so. I hope we do well. This is not financial advice. I assume you see the same except for injuries. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And obviously, Brekalo or over Schlegel. Schlegel's dumbass. All right, that's good. Cap 240 called a day with a DMP goalkeeper to shoot for the low. Why not? Why not? Search for long. That's fine. It's just too many lineups. Shouldn't take this long, right? I can't imagine like Pranksy and people that like play every scarcity and just it would be so overwhelming. So overwhelming. And especially like you get news beforehand that somebody's out. Like I don't know how people do it. We'll go Bockhorn. Sure, why not? I mean, not really shooting for the moon here. Like Pasalic. Yeah, he does have every card in the game. Yeah, that makes sense. He probably just like does he use server data and just whip it up, or does he handcraft every lineup? That'd be interesting. I would be interested to see what the deal is with that. Willem or Oliver? We'll go Oliver. Ollie. Or yeah, Ollie and man, they're loving this guy. Let's see, is Smolch playing? I think. Is he in the Rijeka lineup? Regular's dealing with that leg injury. Yeah, he looks really good. Like I really like what he does, and he's looked really solid. It's just he's dealing something. One Cole Palmer limited per week. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, why not, right? Yankovic, did I not play him? I feel like I didn't play him. That red X just doesn't mean anything there. I gotta put Yankovic in there. Weird Al. Have him, right? It's like 41 cap because he was out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Unless I... D, cost efficiency. 41, though. How's that? A lot of people don't have in the lineup. Whatever. At this point, whatever. Don't care. 62. Pasalic, I mean, I guess maybe it's a decisive. Bockhorn at home. Does it matter? I'm just curious about Yankovic. He was great earlier. I know he's been a sub. I mean, boy, he has been pretty bad. Like, what happened? That's fine. Doesn't matter anyway. 21% at 270. I feel like that's high. All right, that's legit. Give us the $2. We don't care. Boy. Finish up the academies or the trainings, and we can call it a day. Appreciate it, everybody coming in here. I know it's a little late for a lot. I would like to do like whenever summer comes around, a little bit better timing wise. Midday. But let's see what the Twitter crowd's like. 200 on Twitter. That's insane. I appreciate you all for coming in. That's crazy. Cannot believe that. Thank you for the 9 on YouTube and Twitch. I think that's combined, right? Yeah, that's more like it. I'm more used to that type. Boy, I didn't even look at like some of these guys. Like Vandenberg against Dortmund, who are in the final. You know it's better. Your best rare goalkeeper is Yarbrough. Hey, Yarbrough's turning around, baby. You only can see it once against LAFC. You love it. You love to see it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here other than taking too much time. Just trained to lit up. Beaver. It's just, whenever you're going through your training lineups with all your injured players, and you're like, man, this would be. I didn't play Sven at all anywhere. Well, that would be a great team. That would be a great team to be able to play. Hey, Blood, I appreciate you coming the entire time. Thank you, and good luck to you as well. Hopefully, you have a great game week. Tier 4 reward. Absolutely. That's one of those that turned from, a starting goalkeeper, regardless, is a great reward. You're lucky to get that at like a tier 2 or tier 3 sometimes to even get a starter. I always do my Philly boys to just get the XP up. Like having him on 12% whenever he actually plays would be great, but when he actually plays is very key there. It's a shame just looking at some of these guys that just aren't good scorers. Just went way downhill. Guess just keep the Glesnes going, even though I don't even play him. Didn't play him for some reason. Torres I didn't play. I think that's more just against my Duke boys. He'll play really well against them. Vandenberg. Wonder he'll probably get loaned out again because he's from Liverpool. That'll be a little interesting. Should have sold him. He's a reward. Didn't sell him as usual. Let's get our Bazunu. Another reward. Actually bought Luis Enrique. And get our Velasco up. Can't wait for Velasco to get back. Love to see him riding the bike. Nothing better than seeing like an injured guy that, hey, he's at least moving around. I forgot I got him. It's 2 game weeks ago. 12% for an old season. You'd love to see that. Yari, it'd be nice to have him. Like Kari got hurt, right? Or is he suspended? Knee injury. Bariel, wish he could play. That would be nice. But we'll get our in-season boost going. Talos Magno, I'd love to see him play. That would be great. It's like you got Doku in training. Like, boy, I missed the boat on some of these guys selling badly. Like, I think I only won like 3 rewards. $220 people combined, 3 rewards total. Yeah, it's tough out there. It's really tough out there. Guess Simone, sure. Why not? I didn't play Fiat. Some guys get hidden. Like, I love Zakarian, but against Barca away, never playing him. Lefay, like, might as well throw Dango in there. Like Cherky. Like, man, I have so many of these cards that just, they used to be great scorers, and then now they're just stinkers. Let's get Bart Terovich some XP in there. 2 to go. 2 to go. And now maybe, or it doesn't really matter with these guys. Throw the Atalanta guy. Kari, because he's upside for sure. Poku could be back. I love Rollheiser long term. Could be wrong about it, but I love him long term. this right here. Yes, in 2 weeks' time, when PSV are gone, we are going to be thriving and it'll be worth it. Yes, almost all of my good results are summer. I usually stack rewards in under 23. That's usually what I attack. I think I'm going to attack under 23 again because I don't think everybody's going to be in there, and especially when people age out, like it's crazy the limited amount of options there are in under 23, and that's just kind of what I went for. Like getting Jesus Ferreira, he's like one of the only forwards. I mean, not of all regions, but like MLS, he's like the guy if he plays. Big if. Yeah. Zed Romero to Bruges. I mean, for the Kuiper, they don't play the same position, so it shouldn't really. I'd love to see both of them start together. You just have those boys. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think I love it, but at the same time, like, will he start? I just don't know. Brighton, how we doing? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Just wrapping up here. Doing my last training lineup. Appreciate you coming in, though. Don't really miss anybody there. Like Campos, that was a terrible buy at the moment with Palencia being a starter over him, but long term, he should be fine. A lot of these guys long term, but then, like, is the platform going to be good long term? You don't know. We'll throw Barriel in there. I don't know why I'm taking so long. He's like an upside. Abada whenever he gets back. Bonanzi. Yeah, we'll just go. Another guy that hasn't really turned up. And last but not least, anyone I missed that I want to train up? I love Kramashi. Oh, like this card here, Brenner. What a bad card. I bought him for like 0.4 ETH. That's a wrap. I don't think I have anything else to worry about. Anyone else have questions? Glad to pull up any of my things here before I sign off. Any questions? Lineup questions? Anything? Gladly help out if you got anything. If not, I think we can put a bookend on another game week. Oh, I feel like I put in a day's work, just building lineups. Man. All right, so I guess if there's nothing else, I appreciate you. Oh, here we go. Rose. Rare good for under 23 lineup. Boy, I already forget. I'm pretty sure I put him in my under 23. I did. He did play midweek, 88 minutes for some reason, because that's what we're going to do, Dallas. Great call. Yeah, that's brutal. But I think he's good. There's a little bit of risk in this. I don't know. I like the lineup, but I'm rolling with him. If he DMPs or like comes off the bench, but I just don't know why you'd play a U.S. Open Cup match and then this. Doesn't make sense. ATG, appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate it. Love it. Love that you were in here, man. Pulse Camp. You know who you should ask about Pulse Camp is ATG. Ask him for sure. I have it like a coin flip. They barely won. I know, that's so bad. Let's see what Pulse Camp. Let's see what if any of the experts did it. 100% reliability high. He's in there. Lock it in. Yeah, Melia's dead. Yeah. Hey, that's good for Brose. Let's go. I got Dwight Nealmez's other options. Let's go. Melia's dead, baby. Gotta love that little spike there. What's his rare gun for nowadays? I mean, we got Celentano, Schulte, Sirois, and Polskamp. Spent 150 on a limited. We've all been there. I feel like we're at like AA or whatever you want to call it, SA, so rare anonymous. With all our, I mean, you could just go through my entire gallery and just be like, wow, that's probably worth an Mbappe now. Yep, good luck and GF to everyone, especially me. I appreciate it. Good luck to you, ATG. Hopefully, you know, this, I'm going to look at Sporting Kansas City. I'm probably going to sneak into a limited version of that for sure. So I appreciate you opening my eyes to that. That's a steal. All right, everyone else on Twitter, everywhere for watching. I appreciate it. You know, it's great hanging out, and I'm getting back to these. I'll definitely be doing more of these, more with RotoWire as well. So, night, everyone, or good morning if you're just waking up. You guys are all legends. Wrighton, thanks for coming in late. But yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Before we go, what do you guys think about this intro? But it's
approaches and has a hit. Jack McGlynn! That is an absolute banger to draw this game level.
Taco Slayer, you ready for that? Let's go! I just want to play it again. Oh man, that goal was so good. Rocket baby. All right, boys. Hey, I'll catch you guys later. Hit you with the outro that I didn't make.